All right. All right. We are now live for another week of Release the Quacken. We'll give people a few minutes to jump on here while they're getting it figured out. If you are watching live, make sure you give StreamYard access. Click the little link there so that way if you leave comments to us, we can see them in a live chat as things are going. But while we're waiting for people to jump on, how's things going with you guys?
Good. For me, I've got I was telling Jeff earlier, I didn't get to work out this weekend because we had some family stuff going on with just kids' birthdays. We had a birthday party for our son today. He's turning 10 this week. So that's kind of consumed today and yesterday. So I really haven't got a whole lot of physical exercise in the last 2 days, but looking forward to getting back at it this week.
So how's things in the South with Gene and Lonnie?
Go ahead, Lonnie.
Things are good, man. Look, it's just hot, right? I mean, literally, it's just hot. I don't mean to be a complainer, but I'm complaining. It's hot. But I did manage to get my runs in. I'm a little different because when it's like it is outside right now, I kind of take it to the treadmill. So I've been doing a lot of my runs via the Peloton app on my treadmill. Now my treadmill is in the garage, so it's still not like it's air conditioned. I have a fan on it, so it's still, it's not like I'm just running in the complete comfort of my home.
Bougie running.
But at least exactly. I'm a little teacup. I just got
But at least you're out of the sun though, right? In there. And if you have a fan, you've got the breeze going. So yeah, that's gotta help.
Yeah, in there it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
So I hear it doesn't count then.
So Lonnie, do you have the Peloton tread? Or do you use the app?
Okay. I use the app. I just have the bike. And it's a funny story about that. We went to Dallas to the Peloton store to try out the bike. And I was telling my wife, I was like, you know what? I really like this tread. That time it was the Tread Plus, right? So that's the Tread Plus and the regular one. And I was like, I really want this Tread Plus. And my wife's like, all right, let's get the bike. And then you get the Tread Plus after that. Well, we got home. She started using the bike and she's like, yeah, I think I want the tread. So went to order the tread and they canceled it because they had to recall. So now I wanted the Plus. They was like, would you like the regular one? I'm like, no, I have a regular treadmill. I want the actual Plus. So I'm kind of waiting. Hopefully it comes back so I can get that.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. We got the bike and my treadmill, it works fine, right? But it's like 7 years old and it's not the Peloton one. So of course I'm like, I want the Tread Plus, but I don't know if my basement ceilings are only like 7.5 feet. So I think when I'm running, if I elevate it up high enough, I'm going to start hitting my head. So I don't know if I even can get it, but I really want that one. Cause I'm like, I don't want the other one. It's the same thing I have, but with a screen. Yeah. I mean, I have a mount for my iPad and everything. That's basically the same thing. I want the rubber slots and everything, or slats.
Yeah, I want the slats on mine too.
Yeah,
I've got slat envy when I'm on these groups and you see everybody with their pluses and now they're holding over our heads like some kind of elitist.
Yeah,
so,
because they are. But yeah, that thing was expensive too. So that's what we were the same boat. We're like, yeah, let's get the bike. And if we and then my wife really liked the bike and she did some of the walking things with our iPad on the tread or our treadmill. And she's like, yeah, we should get the tread. And then it was recalled. So
I'm not saying Peloton's a cult, but like is the Peloton bike like here, like a regular Mason, and not that Masonic stuff's a cult either. I'm just saying I've watched some movies and then like the regular tread is here. And then the Tread Plus is like the 33rd degree. It's like, you got to have, it's a secret initiation kind of deal. I don't know.
It's definitely a cult. I mean, there's no way around it. And I got drawn in, like from the first day I got the app, after we bought the bike and they let you use the app while you're waiting for delivery. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever, and loved it. So I think it is a cult.
I'm not answering Gene's question because we know what happens if you let too much information out about that society. So it's been nice knowing you, Gene. But I will say this. I gave Gene the code to try it for a month. He joined. So he tried to join it. And I was like, come on, dude, let's do some, we just do some runs together. He didn't even.
I didn't like those people yelling at me in my ear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not down with that. Man.
Yeah.
I'm not down with that. And also, I don't know. It's just not for me. If I like the idea of a Peloton, it would just be a very, very, very expensive clothes hanger at my house.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Yeah.
I love it when people have like a super expensive treadmill and you go to their house and they've got their clothes hanging on it or their kids' toys are all over it and stuff. You're like, dude, come on, just sell them.
Yeah,
I
You
can
don't
tell
need
you,
to
I
pretend.
use mine, man. I beat that Nordic track up. I run it all the time. I ran 22 miles on it. Doing a training session a couple of times. Very dopey. I do my long. If it's really hot, I was like, I'm going to get on that Peloton because I'm sorry, not the Peloton. I'm going to get on this Nordic track because I have the one with the big screen. It looks just like a Peloton, but it's just not Peloton. Maybe if I get a Peloton sticker and slap on the side of it, I'll feel better.
Nobody will know.
I don't know. No, I won't. You're
You'll
right.
know.
I mean, I got a big old, man, I watched the whole season of Stranger Things on that thing while I was running. So I can't get. Hey.
Maybe that's what I need to do because I am struggling in the heat this year. I don't get up early. I don't like running late. I think I've said before that I used to run with a buddy. We'd run at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And it's still, it's 97 instead of 99 or 100, So maybe I need I ran today. I got out of church and it was 94 when I got out of church. And I was looking at the weather app and seeing that it wasn't going to be like 99 until later this afternoon. So I went directly to the, got a towel out of the freezer, got my hydration set up. I've been experimenting with some hydration, try to get, pre-hydrate yesterday. I'm trying to do it all right. I got out there and I think I told you guys my first mile was I did it at a pretty good clip. And then I took a lot of walk breaks. And then third mile, I ran more. But I've been just beat up the rest of the day. I've got a project I'm working on outside. I have not been outside yet. And I did yard work yesterday for a few hours. And the heat's beating me up. Maybe I need a treadmill. I got to figure something out because or I got to move. One of the other.
Where you gonna go, man? It's hot everywhere now.
Global warming.
Yeah.
But dang you, Al Gore.
I'll tell you what, the good thing about Michigan is we have basements. So you throw it in your basement and the basement stays nice and cool. It's always like 65 degrees down here. It's perfect.
Yeah, my garage is hot, man. Lonnie, you talking about running your garage. Like I'll go out in my garage to piddle around, do something, and it's hot.
Oh, it is hot. But I run early in the morning, right? And then I have like my treadmill has 2 fans, one high, one low, and then I have a big fan that blows on me. So it's blowing hot air, like it's a dry heat. Yeah. But still, I if I go in there like at 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll bake, dude. I'll be like you.
I'm older than all of y'all, and I've been waiting for that old man thing to kick in where you just naturally just get up early. Like my dad was always up at 5:30 in the morning. That just hadn't hit me yet. I don't know when that's going to happen.
I can start calling you and waking you up at 5:30.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Right.
What about you, Jeff, man? I saw you run today in the rain at that, man. How's it going?
Oh, nice.
I got all 3 runs in this week, so that's a good one for me. I'm getting back into the routine after being gone for a while. First 2, I just kind of experimented with intervals a little bit, just kind of I have like a 3.5 mile loop that goes around, which is almost perfect for the 45-minute runs right now.
Yeah.
So that kind of works out really good for me. So I've been just changing up intervals a little bit and seeing how that works. Today, I thought I'd beat the rain, took off in the morning, made it about a quarter mile down the road, and it just started downpouring. So I hustled back, ran a 7:20 mile pace, the quarter mile home.
Wow.
So that was kind of impressive for me. I was pretty much dead for about the next 45 minutes, but it was a good pace getting back, trying to get out of the rain. And then we had some running to do today. So afterwards, we got home in the afternoon. It was kind of just a drizzle. So I got out and got my 3 miles in. So, but definitely can feel it improving. So we're happy on that side.
Good to hear that. Hey, when it was was it raining hard? Was it just a drizzle? What was that like?
No, it was a full on downpour, great big raindrops, cold. We were only in the 70s today. So it was a cold rain.
Wow, I'm so jealous. I've had some really, really, really good runs getting caught in the rain, but not like a full like deluge, just like a drizzle. And it's just glorious when it's hot and you get some rain, as long as the sun doesn't come out halfway through and bake you.
Yeah, I'd run through those, but this one I knew wasn't going to be one of those. So as soon as I saw the rain coming, I turned around and tried to get back and didn't quite make it, but it was close. But we still got 3 miles in later.
And you don't get struck by lightning either. That's not good.
No.
I hate running in the rain. I really do. I've been fortunate, knock on wood. I've only got caught in the rain, I think, for 3 Disney races. Like if you think about running in Disney, I mean, one of them, it started like, I don't know which, it might, you know, it was a dark side race. And it started monsooning like in the corrals, and you see it coming down, you know, you see the lights, you know, it's so lit up there, and you see the rain falling, and I'm like, I hate this. And I really kind of thought about, maybe I should just go back to my car. But then I say, nah, let me just knock it out. And I ran in the rain, and I just did not like it. And I was there for another dark side, the last dark side. And they actually were, you know, right before the 5K, we're all standing right in front of the corrals. And literally the announcer said, everybody, you have 5 minutes to get to your car or get to a bus now. And I mean, and it's like now. And people just started like, what's going on? And as soon as we got to the car, literally, and jumped in. Luckily, we had a car. The skies opened up, man. It started lightning, and it was just crazy. And that was for like 25, 30 minutes, nonstop. And then they came out, and the guy came out with a blowhorn, walking through the parking lot saying, all right, just go straight. Let's start now. We're starting. And there was no shooting off stuff. Soon you just walk to the front and just take off. It was
really,
it was just like a mass start. Just go whenever you get out of your car and get back there, just start running.
Wow.
And it rained the whole time for that one too, but at least it wasn't lightning, and it didn't cancel.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So it seems like week 3s we're doing pretty well though. I mean, we have some hiccups, we got some heat issues, but you're getting your runs in, you're getting your miles in. Everybody's, you feeling some strength and growth coming through? Is it getting any easier on the short runs?
Yeah. It's hot.
I finally had my first 5K run since about April because of my back issues this week. And it felt pretty good, but I was sore afterwards. And being sore after running 3 miles after you've gone through marathon training and everything else is a weird feeling, right? But
it is.
I did feel good being able to finish it. And being able to finish it at a pace that, I had ran before instead of, a minute or two off like I had been doing. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get back into it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, go ahead, Gene.
I was just going to say that I think I shared with you guys, but I'm a little clumsy. I had a fall earlier this week. I fell off the ladder from 4 or so feet in the air onto my back. And I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, that still looks bad.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. And surprisingly, that night I was really stiff. But I've also shared I've been, because of a back injury, I've been going to see a chiropractor. The main thing she's doing for me is just motivating me to stretch. And so I think the stretching I'm doing is keeping me from being sore. I'm not getting any faster. I'm not, it's not helping me with the heat, but it's helping my body recover. I think my legs anyway. My legs, my hips, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's kept me going. That fall, man, I asked my wife a minute ago, is this, when people get old, sometimes they fall and they don't recover and they just kind of go down from there. Is this that fall? Good gosh, I hope not. I'm just joking. I didn't break my hip or anything, but I mean, just, I would have thought it would be a lot worse than it was. But I'm just chalking it up to all that stretching,
Did you lay on the ground after you fell? I was like,
Actually, I rolled over and it was so hot, the cement, you could have literally fried an egg on that cement. I rolled over and and I kind of crawled back in, really, literally, like I crawled into the house. I laid down on the floor and I hollered for my wife and she gave me like, what are you yelling at me for? And she walked in, I was just laying face down in a puddle of sweat,
Did she walk up to you and say, you had a good life going to the light? Going to the light.
DNR, I just bruised my back.
Did she ask you to verify if the life insurance was paid?
Yeah. He's like, why you got this pillow over my face?
Oh man.
So what's week 4 look like for you guys? What do we got going on the calendar this week? Anybody got that handy?
2 45-minute runs for sure.
I'm sure
it's a 4.5, isn't it?
5.5.
Oh my God. I quit.
Yeah. 2 45-minute runs, our standard runs, and Saturday or Sunday, 5.5 miles.
Vaya con Dios. I'm done.
This is when the training starts to feel real. Anything once we get to that 10K mark up on the long runs, it's starting to feel like it's kicking in for me. So
Yeah. And you know what I found about those long runs too is I stress about them all week. And then while I'm doing them, I usually feel good because you build up slowly, and then I get home from them and I feel great. Because I'm like, yeah, look what I just did. It ran, 6, 7, 12, whatever miles. And then you feel good the rest of the day. You don't get that?
No, I feel like I'm about dead because I just ran 14 miles later in the week that I've been dreading all week.
Oh man, I love it. I'm so excited to get back to being able to do that. Hopefully here in the next month or so.
It's great when it's cooler, man. I just, and in Louisiana, it doesn't get cool till like February. So,
and then it's a couple of weeks, and then it's back into the 90s.
I'm actually going to do my long run this weekend. We're going to, we've just quickly planned a trip to Florida. So, if it's not hot enough in Louisiana, we're going to go ahead and go to Florida for our runs.
Yeah, go to a different swamp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just don't bring any ladders with you.
Right.
All right. Anybody else got anything else to add for this episode of Release the Quacken? Week 3 recap, week 4 preparation?
One of the things that I've been trying to focus on more is strength training, and especially core training, right? Trying to do like glutes and my abdominal muscles, all that kind of stuff, right? And just make sure everything in there is in order so that when I do be able to start running long again, you have all that stability and everything. So that's something I'm trying to really focus on this training cycle, is just, overall strength, but specifically core strength.
You guys talked about nutrition last week quite a bit, and that's not my strength. My strength is just eating what's in front of me. And so this week I've been trying to, especially the latter part of the week, really concentrate on that. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm just doing some research. I'm trying to find somebody to talk to, but just to find out a little bit more about just feeding this machine, rather than just eat ice cream. It is National Ice Cream Day today. So, there's a good chance I'll get some ice cream today, but I built that in, so, but I want to operate more efficitly. And so that's what it's about.
Yep.
Yeah. I think from a training perspective, I mean, you guys hit the nail on the head, to John's point, I'm trying to do some cross training too. I will say this from a registration perspective. We had several text message threads going through our Ducks group this week about races opening up and closing, right? So several times this week, every race was available, from Dopey to Goofy to the marathon to the 10K. I take that back. The 5K didn't pop up, where at least I didn't see it. So if you didn't get the race that you wanted, there's a couple of sites on Twitter that update you automatically when something pops up and some shows available. My suggestion is to go ahead and maybe sign up for some of those. If you're interested, let us know. I can actually put a couple of links up so you can follow them as well, because you may get an opportunity to register for a race that was previously closed.
Yep. And everybody keep up the training. I don't have a whole lot to add other than that, but just remember, forward is a pace. The miles are miles. Time on feet's all that counts right now. So you're building that base and just getting ready for January to get here soon enough. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great evening. And keep up the miles.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.